Minister. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming all over the world for the most secret place to chant the Tipitaka and to think and work together.
I would now invite our chief guest, the Honorable Sri Gajendra Singh Shekhawat, Union Minister for Culture and Tourism, to please speak a few words on this august gathering, as our Honorable Sir has to leave.
Esteemed spiritual leaders, Deputy Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh, Honorable Chona Min, the Minister Forestry Arunachal Wangko Lo, the Chief Executive Light of Buddha Dharma Foundation International, Angmo Dixie, Shri and the officials of Mahabodhi Temple, scholars, seekers, distinguished guests from more than 22 nations, and dear devotees. I welcome you all and bow to all of you with deep reverence. It is a profound honor to stand here in Bodhgaya, under where beneath which Prince Siddhartha attained the 20th the birthplace of a philosophy that transformed humanity and continues to guide the country. As pilgrims drawn by peace, reflection, and the promise of spiritual renewal. Distinguished devotees, Bodhgaya and the Bodhi tree are seat of enlightenment. Bodhgaya's spiritual significance is timeless. It was here, under the sacred people, the Bodhi tree, that Siddhartha Gautam attained supreme. And devotees have honored that moment, each step on the Bodhi Manda, this enlightenment ground. Pilgrims have come here to meditate, to reflect, to renew faith under a canopy sanctified by awakening. It remains a living symbol, the awakening tree, according to Buddhist tradition. It is here that the Buddha tested the victory over ignorance, lighting a path of wisdom that still guides us. In the ancient Tipitaka, this ground is sacred not for what it is, of compassion and the opening of the mind to truth. And now, beneath this very tree, the Jaya Bodhi, the victory Bodhi, we gather to remember awakening is not but for the benefit of all beings. The Buddha taught that of all gifts, the greatest in the gift of Dhamma, Sabba Dhanam Dhamma Dhanam Jinati. Sharing the Dharma is the highest generosity. And so today, as we recite this Tipitaka, we renew our commitment to truth, to peace, and to compassion. Ladies and gentlemen, India is the land of Lord Buddha, the beacon of compassion. India has always been the cradle of Buddha's life. On these plains and river banks, he was born. Here he sought truth, found awakening, and shared the path of liberation. This rich heritage belongs not just to one faith or one community, but to all humanity. Hosting this international Tipitaka chanting ceremony reaffirms India's unique position as the and as a living center of global Buddhist heritage. Our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has repeatedly acknowledged this heritage. He has spoken of developing Bodhgaya as the spiritual capital of Buddhist world, recognizing its singular place in human history and its potential to foster spiritual bonds across the nations. In his words, India is the land of Buddha, not of Yuddha, not of war. Beneath this, those words ring with clarity, a reaffirmation of peace, compassion, and coexistence. In concrete terms, our government has acted to honor this legacy. In 2024, the Union Cabinet formally accorded classical language status to Pali, the language of the Tipitaka. This recognition underscores Pali's indispensable role as custodian of ancient wisdom and as a bridge between the past and the present. We are also investing in the pilgrimage, restoring temples, upgrading amenities at Buddhist sites, improving accessibility so that every pilgrim can walk in the Buddha's footsteps with dignity and devotion. Under the Swadesh Darshan scheme, Buddhist circuits are being developed as major heritage tourism initiatives with restoration of monuments, establishment of meditation and convention centers, and enhanced facilities for pilgrims and the visitors. Our government has actively worked to bring back Buddhist artifacts and relics taken abroad. A move, our Prime Minister said, was part of reviving Indian Buddhist heritage. Repatriation and exhibition of sacred relics foster cultural ties with Buddhist countries around the world, reinforcing India's role as the birthplace and the custodian of heritage. Through such relic diplomacy and cultural heritage efforts, India seeks to reposition itself on the global map as the spiritual and civilization of Buddhism. Thus, India is not only preserving its Buddhist heritage, we are reinvigorating dignity, care, and global vision. Reverend seekers and devotees, we are here for the very essence of this movement lies in chanting ceremony itself. For 10 days, under the Bodhi tree, we will come together, monastics and lay devotees from India and around the world, the sacred Pali script in unison. It is the living voice of the Buddha resonating Chanting Council. This 20th edition marks a historic turn. 17 organizations from across India have united for this first time to co-organize this historic event. This unity across regions, traditions, and languages mirrors the deeper unity we seek. To honor the Buddhist teaching, it began today gathering representing the great nations of Asia and the Buddhist world. I truly feel that this is not merely a ceremony, it is a global family reunion, united by the timeless teaching of Lord Buddha. Nuns and their devotees from Sri Lanka, Thailand, Myanmar, Vietnam, Nepal, Laos, PDR, Cambodia, Singapore, Bangladesh, Indonesia, Bhutan, Malaysia, and many other countries have traveled to this holy site to chant the Tipitaka in the sacred Pali language. From December 2nd to 12th, Bodhgaya will resonate with the sound of chanting Pali verses. Dawn, the Buddha side recitation, there will be dharma talks, cultural programs, sessions for learning, meditation, and interfaith exchange, nurturing not just prayer, but insight, compassion, and unity. As we listen to each verse of the Tipitaka, we do more ourselves in their meaning. The Buddha taught that awakening comes to those who see clearly the arising and passing of all phenomenon. After his own awakening, he described the Dhamma as profound, subtle, to be realized by the wise. Today, each Pali verse is not just recited, it is heard, it is felt, internalized. We recommit ourselves to compassion, loving kindness, equanimity, and live the Dharma in daily life. Reverend monks and beloved devotees, this 20th chanting ceremony reflects something deeper than ritual. It reflects unity for the first time, a broad coalition of India's Buddhist groups. In association with international monasteries, it has come to of shared faith, shared history, and shared aspiration. Nuns, traditions, and languages gather beneath the Bodhi tree, distinctions dissolves. In that sacred space, you can be from America to Thailand to Cambodia, and all of that gets dissolved. Sitting under the Bodhi tree, remembering what the Buddha taught us. For 20 years, LBDFI and the International Tipitaka Chanting Council have worked tirelessly to revive the Buddha's word of on Indian soil. Through pilgrimage, recitations, monastics, training, communications, and ceremonies, today we honor them and all volunteers, secular and spiritual, who have contributed in making this festival possible. Their efforts enable thousands to coverage here, to chant many languages, yet as one voice. This unity of sound, one melody, one rhythm, becomes a symbol that Dhamma transcends culture. While devotees, as we draw to a close, let us reflect, what does this ceremony mean? Not just for us gathered here, but for the world. Under the Jaya Bodhi of Bodhgaya, we have celebrated the culture, the air of his heritage, renewed ancient vows, embodying the universal ideas of wisdom, compassion, non-violence, and harmony. India remains Buddha Bhumi, spiritual diplomacy and anchor of peace in the troubled world. Through this ceremony, we reassert that we belong to a wider Sangha, a global family of faith, hope, and shared values. Bodhgaya is the spiritual fountainhead that irrigated the soil of Asia and nurtured entire civilization from this very spot. The Buddha's masses of Metta, Karuna, Upekka, and Dhamma traveled across mountains, seas, and continents. And though centuries have passed, that wisdom continues to shine in every monastery, every chanting hall, and every compassionate action across the world. As we return to our homes, communities, nations, let us carry this spirit with us. May all beings be happy. May the light of Bodhi here in India continue to shine bright as a guidepost for harmony among the faith and nations. Finally, let us recall the three sarna, the triple refuse. I go to Buddha for refuge. May the blessings of Buddha and his Dharma and compassion. With these words, I extend sincere thanks on behalf of Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Government of India, and also formation by Bodhgaya.
As our honorable chief guest has to leave, I would request Madam Wang Mudiksi to please present the mementos to our chief guest. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. invite him to talk. Presentation of memento. His Holiness Sitago Sayadaw from Myanmar. Continuing with the blessings of this 20th International Tipitaka Chanting, I would now invite His Holiness Sitago Sayadaw from Myanmar to please bless this august gathering.
Most venerable, Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, my dear brothers and sisters, I am very glad, very happy to have much knowledge in this Tipitaka Chanting ceremony. I collected much knowledge from the but today I would like to tell you we are gathering in this significant place in the Pali language. It is called Putokala. Very significant holy place in this world, this place. Because holiest men of the world defeated the Mara. Internal Mara, not only the internal Mara, external Mara also defeated it here. Therefore, in this significant place, all of our Buddhist monks and nuns and novices and gentlemen are gathering. Chanting ceremony. What are chanting? Chanting in Siddhartha Gautama Buddha was born 623 years before the Jesus at the Lumbini Garden. As soon as he was born, he stood up on his foot. And ate and guided when any supernatural moved to the world in 7 steps. Bravest and bold announcement. I am the most supreme in this world. Wonderful man, holiest man was born. But I will like to do shortly, very shortly. He, at the age of 16 get married, accepted the royal luxurious palace. But at the age of 29, he renounced such a kind of a luxurious palace, entering into the forest, Uruwela, searching for and truth. Therefore, he discovered a new path, which is the Eightfold Noble Path. He went on his own way, searching for peace and truth. Siddhartha Gautama, on his own way, practicing the Eightfold Noble Path. He penetrated the Four Noble Truths, eradicated all defilement, attained the supreme enlightenment, became the Buddha under this body tree. So this place is a Putu Wipo Club, holiest spot in the world. It's a holy spot. Buddha spent 7 weeks around the body tree. He lived as a Buddha for 45 years. At the age of 80, when he attained the enlightenment, his age only 35. Of 80. He passed into Pranirvana. In the southwest corner of Kusinagara, between the twin Sala tree, at the midst of 500,000 monks, between the 500,000 monks, early evening, 500,000 monks asking many questions. At the midnight, Buddha asked, "Hey, where is Ananda, my dear brother?" Ananda outside, cry and cry and cry. Buddha called him. Ananda approached to the Buddha in big respect. At that moment, Vaisakha, Ananda, now I'm going to the busway. But within 45 years, I thought Dhamma, Vinaya, and Abhidhamma. These are called three Pitaka. Sutra, Vinaya, Abhidhamma. Already expounded completely. After my way, this is Sutra, Vinaya, and Abhidhamma. In summary, it can say Dhamma. This is Dhamma. Will be your teacher, will guide you. Don't be sorrow and sadness. You must maintain and preserve this Dhamma, not only the chanting, but also learning and practice. Buddha said to the Ananda, I expounded Dhamma in Vinaya, Sutra, Vinaya, Abhidhamma. These three things are called Dhamma. Meaning of Dhamma in summary, Dhamma is neither religious system, not the worship system, not only belief system, not only prayer system, but system, way of a system. It is called the Dhamma. Now we are chanting ceremony to preserve, to maintain Dhamma. I would like to ask, I would like to encourage all of our my dear brothers and sisters, not only the chanting enough to preserve the Buddha's teaching, practice second, understanding our destination. So, Dhamma, we can divide it into three divisions: Sila, Samadhi, and Panya. Sila means a discipline to control bodily action and verbal action, not to do any evil, not to speak any evil. This is a Sila. What is Samadhi? Samadhi means a mental discipline to control the activity. My monkey might look like a monkey. To control the mind, this is a Samadhi. Panya, understand in detail, understanding the truth. So, Sila, Samadhi, Panya. This is called the Dhamma. When Buddha taught, within 45 years, in what he not used Myanmar language, he not used English language, he did not use Hindi language, never used Sanskrit, but Pali language. Pali language. Therefore, I would like to say, Buddha Vachanam Pali Didi Pali. My dear brothers and sisters, Buddha Vachanam Pali Didi Pali. We must preserve, learn this Pali language and Buddhism. This practice will be last Buddha Dhamma for the year and year after our birth. Not only the India, but also the whole world. So, my dear brothers and sisters, in conclusion, I would like to wish Chiran Daitadu Loka Samay Samma Sambuddha Sasanam Dasamay Sagarawa Nejam Hondu Sabebi Banino. I wish. This is my wish. This is the Acharya Dhammapala wish written in Tipitaka Atthakatha conclusion. Chirandaitadu Lokasamay Sama Sambuddha Sasanam. May this sublime Dhamma be long last in this world. In this world. May all living beings pay due their respect to this Dhamma, to be long lasting in this world. Chira Dedadu Loka Samay Samma Sambuddha Sadhana. Like a sun long, may this sublime Dhamma be long last in this world. May all human beings pay their due respect to the Buddha. May all of you be peaceful and happy. May the Buddha Sadhana be long lasting in this world. Thank you all.
Our chief guest, he's leaving the venue. He has to go to the Gaya airport to take his flight to New Delhi. Continuing with the special blessings for this 20th International Tipitaka Chanting Council, I would now invite Bangladesh, Venerable Paramananda Mahathero, Bangladesh.
বাংলাদেশ থেকে আগত সকল ভিক্ষু সংঘর পক্ষ থেকে আপনাদের অভিনন্দন ও মঙ্গল কামনা জানাই।
On behalf of the Sangha delegation from Bangladesh, I extend my heartfelt respect, greetings and blessing to all.
ভারতের পবিত্র বোধগয়ায় এই মহাস্থান মূল্যবান স্থানে 20তম আন্তর্জাতিক ত্রিপিটক চান্টিংয়ে অংশগ্রহণ করতে পেরে আমরা গর্বিত এবং সম্মানিত।
Deeply honored to participate in the 20th International Tipitaka Chanting ceremony at this sacred land of Bodhgaya in India.
এখানেই সিদ্ধার্থ গৌতম বুদ্ধি লাভ করেছিলেন এবং মানব জাতির জন্য চিরন্তন শান্তির বার্তা প্রদান করেছিলেন।
It is here that Siddhartha Gautam attained enlightenment and offered an eternal message, peace for humanity.
তাহার সেই বাণী আজও আমাদের জীবনে প্রেরণা হিসেবে কাজ করে। মৈত্রী, করুণা এবং সত্য অন্বেষণের পথ দেখায়।
His teaching continued to express us, guiding us forward compassion, loving kindness, trance and hear the past in the truth.
এই আন্তর্জাতিক ত্রিপিটক চান্টিংয়ে বিশ্ব বৌদ্ধ সমাজকে একত্রিত করে শান্তি, সম্প্রীতি ও ধর্মীয় সম্প্রীতির এক মহান অনুষঙ্গ সৃষ্টি করেছে।
This international Tipitaka chanting has united the global Buddhist community, creating a powerful platform for peace, harmony and spiritual unity.
এখানে বিভিন্ন দেশের ভিক্ষু, ভিক্ষুণী, উপাসক, উপাসিকা একত্রিত হয়ে যে ঐক্যের বার্তা দিয়েছেন তা পৃথিবীতে সত্যিকারের শান্তির উদাহরণ।
The gathering from monks, nuns and devotees from various nations is a true symbol of unity and global peace.
বাংলাদেশ বৌদ্ধ সমাজ সর্বদা এই মহোৎসবকে গভীর শ্রদ্ধা এবং আন্তরিকতার সাথে মূল্যায়ন করে থাকে।
The Buddhist community of Bangladesh has always held this event in deep respect and heartful appreciation.
আমরা বিশ্বাস করি ত্রিপিটক চান্টিং সূত্র চান্টিং শুধু অনুষ্ঠান নয়, এটি মন ও চরিত্রের পরিশুদ্ধির একটি মহত্তম সাধনা।
We believe that chanting the Tipitaka is not mere ceremony, it is the property of character.
এই ত্রিপিটক পাঠ আমাদের স্মরণ করিয়ে দেয় যে দুঃখে পরিত্রাণের পথ হল সদাচার, ধ্যান, প্রজ্ঞা ও করুণা চর্চা।
The chanting reminds us that the path of liberation lies in spiritual meditation, wisdom, and compassion.
আজকে বিশ্বের যখন হিংসা, বৈষম্য ও অস্থিরতা বৃদ্ধি পাচ্ছে, তখন বুদ্ধের শান্তির বাণীর আগেই যে কোনো সময়ে সবচেয়ে বেশি প্রয়োজন।
In today's world, where violence, inequality, and unrest are reaching, the Buddha message of peace is more essential than ever.
আমরা প্রত্যেকেই যদি হৃদয়ের মৈত্রী ধারণ করি, তবে পরিবার, সমাজ এবং বিশ্ব সবই পরিবর্তিত হবে।
If each of us cultivated loving kindness in our heart, our family, society, and the world will transform.
এই মহোৎসবে অংশগ্রহণের মাধ্যমে আমরা সেই শান্তির দায়িত্ব আরও গভীরভাবে অনুভব করছি।
By participating in his ceremony, we deepen our responsibility to uphold and separate the peace.
আমি আয়োজক কমিটি এবং ভিক্ষু সংঘ এবং বিশ্বের বিভিন্ন প্রান্ত থেকে আগত সকল অতিথিদেরকে আন্তরিক ধন্যবাদ জানাই।
We express my sincere gratitude to the organizers committee, the Sangha, and all guests from around the world.
আমাদের সহযোগিতা, পরিশ্রম এবং নিষ্ঠা এই অনুষ্ঠানকে সফল এবং তাৎপর্যপূর্ণ করছে।
Your support, dedication, and effort that made this event meaningful and successful.
পরিশেষে সকল প্রাণীর কল্যাণ ও সুখের জন্য আমরা একসাথে একটি মঙ্গল কামনা শেয়ার করি।
Finally, let us share to cultivate aspiration for the welfare of all beings. May all beings be happy, peaceful, and free from suffering. A special thanks to Wangmo sister and her family, and a special thanks to behalf of Bangladesh.
সকল প্রাণী সুখী হোক, শান্তিতে থাকুক, দুঃখ থেকে মুক্ত হোক।
May all beings happy, peaceful, and
আপনাদের সকলকে ধন্যবাদ। সকলের প্রতি মঙ্গল হোক।
thank you all. May blessing be with each and every one of you.
I would now invite from Cambodia the Most Venerable Fraha Mahasangha Khetipali Mongsang, the President of the Cambodian Buddhist Monk Society.
Dhammato Ratanatajasa. My homage to the Triple Gem, the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. First of all, I would like to pay my sincere Minister, Forest and Environment, Mining and Minerals, Government of Arunachal Pradesh, His Excellency Natsambo, the Secretary of State of the Kingdom of Cambodia, and colleagues, distinguished guests, Mr. Apicit Helder, Director General of International Buddhist Conference IBC, International Tipitaka Chanting Council members, Indian chief organizers, and dear Dhamma friends. On behalf of the Cambodian Buddhist Monk Society in the United States of America and the Supreme Sangha Council of Cambodia, I am very humbly honored to be here representing Cambodia at this grand opening of the 20th International Tipitaka Chanting Ceremony. We are delighted for this most auspicious occasion to congratulate Praha Indian and their own motherland of the Buddha Dhamma under the most secret Buddhist tree for the 20th International Tipitaka Chanting Ceremony. It teaches a special occasion as we gather from different traditions and show the Buddha's dispensation to bring the Dhamma back to its origin. Additionally, it is an extraordinary opportunity to the global sects of Buddhism peacefully. For the last 2 years, the Cambodian Buddhist Monk Society in the United States of America, CBMS, in the name of Cambodia, let us a chief organizer for the 18th and 19th ITCC with the support of all related for the prosperity of the Buddha Sasana. The event aligns with the bylaws of CBMS, chanting for the prosperity, namely, Samdak Prasangaraja Chunak Choteno Days, Buddhist studies, law services, humanity, and Tipitaka chanting ceremony. Official, distinguished guests, and Dhamma friends, after 2 organizing ITCC 2023-2024, the great news were released that the government and the Supreme Sangha Council of Kingdom of Cambodia at their 33rd National Sangha Summit from November 17 to had announced that the Tipitaka chanting would be organized once a year by 5 for the international by 5 provinces and every 5 years as nationwide throughout Cambodia. This is a great achievement for the International Tipitaka Chanting Council. Over the past 20 years, now Bodhgaya, Indonesia, and Cambodia set the Tipitaka chanting annually. I hope that in the near future, all Buddhist countries will consider holding his great event forever. Finally, I would like to express my utmost gratitude to the most venerable Dr. Maha Cholong, the President of ITCC, Venerable Sangkasena, the President of ITCC India, and Dr. Wang Mo DC, the President of the LBDFI, for their consideration and for inviting us to this great opportunity to serve the Dhamma and the land of the Buddha. India, may our profound and heartfelt thanks the ITCC committees and involved committees, especially the India chief organizer, for preparing as well as last, we would like to extend our well wishes to everyone here. May each of you find peace and great joy in the next 9 days as we recite the Pali, the Vinaya Tipitakas. The Vinaya of the river Sangsara Nibbana. May to serve the Mahasangha for the benefit of the longevity of the Buddha Sasana, especially in the great land of the Buddha of India. Anumodana.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
I would now invite India, Venerable Bhikkhu Pragyadev Thero from the All India Bhikkhu Sangha.
Buddha was in the confident that he invented whatever he invented. He was very confident by this way the suffering of the human society will sure be removed. Suffering. People are suffering from attachment, ill-will, ignorance, and people are suffering with a very wrong the principle. So he was in confident that whatever I invented by this way, the human society, the suffering will be finished. But the question is, to whom and how to have to give this and train this the technique. Society can go into another society. Just we know the Rajatan is very here. He found from Odisha the two men, Tapasuk and Bhallik. He gave the Buddhang Saranam Gacchami, Dhammang Saranam Gacchami. But after that he not confident. He searched and see. When he was in the meditation, when he was struggling, the 5 monks from the Brahmin society, very high society, Brahmin family, Gordon Badya, Asa, Mahanam. So he was confident they are very well understand when I will go to him and will teach him. They will be sure understand. And he started his journey from here to the Sarnath. And 3 months continuous he gave this the technique. And the 3 months they all the Brahmin became the expert. After that, Buddha said, I know each and every technique you understand, whatever I told you, whatever I taught you. Go to the society. Society are the waiting. Society are the waiting for hearing the good, the way, best way to finish their suffering. And also he say, you are the 5. but don't understand the 5. You are the 5 millions, as I understand, in my view. You go, but not go 5 people one way. He told you go 5 persons 5 way. Because it is my fully confidence and sure happen. People are the waiting. Where they went, the people are heard and I started to hear again and again that the sermon, and Buddha was the Buddha. Slowly crowd start to come to hear. And after that, many crowd start to come to hear the Dhamma. So many the king, so many the businessmen, and so many the learned men came to and want to hear the Buddha teachings. In that way, we know the king was understanding where the monks are going, that the society becomes very pure. They are the killness, the theft and lust and lying, intoxication, all becomes started to finish. So this is the best way. The king also started to call the monk, businessmen also started to call the monk, and after that slowly it became the flourish. And that is a sign of the Dhamma. Again, I don't know, by this way, the India became the very powerful. These teachings, these Buddha teachings, by this teaching, the Buddha became very, very powerful in education. And first, Nalanda University came. And people start to come to study, not America, not Germany. That time people are not seeing the Germany. That time people are not seeing the America. That time people are not seeing the France. That time people are seeing to the Nalanda, Bihar, India. That is the power of the Dhamma. That was the power of the Dhamma. But anyhow, so India became the confident. Economic condition, education condition, all become the very higher and highest. Again, something happened. I not want to describe about them. But after the 20 years, Vamo is sitting here, and Richard also are sitting here. Their companion also are sitting here, and also the monk are sitting here. Now the people are self-coming, and this year the just power of Dhamma we can see, the Arunachal Pradesh and the Maharashtra, Bihar, UP, they came with very faith, with very joyful, and self they are serving to the people. And this is a good sign. At last I want to say, this is a good sign. In future we have to be very more well we can organize this, and the power of Dhamma always with us.
I would now invite Indonesia, Venerable Chittagutta Mahathero. I would just like to make a reminder to our venerable monks coming here and speaking to be very brief and take 2 minutes as we are shortage of time. Mahathero from Indonesia.
First of all, thank you very much for us to be here, maybe very